What is up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? Guess what time it is? It is time for the weekend forecast. I did title this weekend forecast, didn't I? Now, title this weekend or weekly? Whatever. This is the weekend forecast. If I title it wrong, I'll just fix the title. All right. Weekend forecast for all my signs. So you know what to do if you would like a personal reading. Just check the description of the video and you'll find the link that'll take you straight to that page on my website. All of my full personal readings are half price all September long to commemorate my 6 years reading tarot on YouTube. Hang on a second, y'all. Hold up. All right. All right, I'm seeing lots of comments here, but my counter thing only says one person is in the chat. Is that thing ever even accurate? I don't even know if that thing's ever accurate. Anyway, y'all getting notified? Y'all getting notified. Also, too, before we get started, I know I talked about this the other day, but I did start a new YouTube channel for just music and guitars. It's called Rich Lops Music Channel because I just recently picked the guitar back up after putting it down for several years. And I started me a little channel just for the fun of it, man. I'm not trying to make it part of my income or anything like that on YouTube. It's just something that lights my soul on fire. So far, I'm thinking what I'm doing is just going through, at least for now, and doing like little tutorial videos and stuff like that. But I don't know where I'm going to take that channel. I don't really have a plan for it. But if you want to subscribe to it, if you're into music or guitars or anything like that, for now, it's called Rich Lops Music Channel. I may change the name later, but if you type that in the search bar and then click the 3 dots and then click filters and channel, you'll find it. All right, anyway. All right. Let's see. Aries. What messages do we have for Aries for the weekend? Let's see what's going on with Aries and the person they're dealing with. Let's see. 7 of Wands reversed. Okay, hang on. Queen of Swords. Man, it almost kind of feels like you're starting to go a little bit numb towards this situation. Yeah, drama. See, when the 7 of Wands came out, I was about to say that you're just getting sick of the drama. But it does look like there either is a lot of drama or that's right around the corner. Like, you're at a point right now where you don't even really know what to do with this situation. You don't know if you should stay or if you should go. Yeah, I think for those of you dealing with somebody that has some past history, you do miss what you all used to have back in the day, but I think communication is horrible between the two of you. This just looks like a big old fustercluck. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, you don't really know exactly what you want to do with this situation. Don't know if you want to stay or go. You don't know if you should wait around to see if things are going to improve here or not. Like I said, I don't know. For some of you, it's a lot of drama. For others of you, you can feel that drama right around the corner. So, yeah, this connection is turning into pretty much just a burden. It doesn't serve your highest good. It's just a burden. All right, well, let's see what's coming in next. What's the outcome? What's coming in next for Aries? What is coming in next for Aries? Ooh, some of you are going to reconnect with somebody from your past. Somebody, or at least there's an open door of opportunity for you to get closure for somebody from your past. But I don't really think you're getting closure. Like, I don't know if you're bumping into this person out at the grocery store or something, or whatever the case may be. See, you intimidate this person anyways. Yeah, yeah. I think there's going to be an opportunity for you to get closure with somebody from your past, but for some reason it's not happening. I don't know if you just intimidate this person. It's probably going to be kind of an awkward interaction between the two of you. If it's a conversation, it's going to be an awkward conversation. If you accidentally bump into this person out in public somewhere, it'll be an awkward interaction. But yeah, but I am thinking though that the reason the universe is putting you in this situation is to give you the chance to close this out so that you can undo the blockage and allow the next person in. So, what advice do we have? What's the advice? Well, I mean, either find the closure in your heart or shoot this person a closure message. If you have unfinished business with somebody from your past, and it don't matter what you tell nobody, you go inside and check with yourself. Have I closed this out and released this fully? Am I able to look back on this situation and understand the deeper meaning behind why it happened? Am I fully released from this energetic tie? You know that inside of you. If not, you might want to shoot this person a closure message. Now, that's not how you get overnight closure, but once you do that, it'll start untying itself, slowly but surely. And then before long, within the next 3 months or so, you'll be a frequency match to the next person that is due to come in. And it looks to me like the next person due to come in is somebody with more than likely a lot more potential for success than this particular individual here. With the King, Queen of Cups, masculine and feminine counterparts. All right, Taurus. What's going on between Taurus and the person they're dealing with? General energetic overview between Taurus and the person they're dealing with. Ooh, the Strength card. Somebody's holding back. I don't know what that means. Somebody's really holding a lot back. So one of you is really holding back and got your guard up. Kind of honestly feels like one's you and one is them. You got your guard up, and this person is really holding a lot back and not really truly expressing exactly how they feel. If this is a potential love interest, I'm not seeing a love offer being made. I don't know why. It seems like this person is holding back and they're afraid to really come forward and express how they feel. You know, a lot of indecision here. See, one thing that I can't stand more than anything in the world is back and forth energy. Whenever you hear me say that, I'm talking about shit like this. Like Knight of Cups upright, Page of Cups reversed. Back and forth energy, you know, opposing energies. So annoying. But with the Two of Wands here, some kind of decision needs to be made. I don't know who is the one that needs to make that decision, but whoever it is, it doesn't look like they're making it. It don't look like it. Well, let's see who's coming in next for Taurus. Who's coming in next for the singles? Who's coming in next for the singles? Ooh. It's going to be a really heavy, intense connection. You're going to immediately feel like you've known this person your whole life. But for some reason, you're not trusting this person right off the bat. I don't know why. It's not really telling me why. What it kind of feels like is that this person is ready to jump head first into this. But maybe you've dealt with something like this in the past. You feel like you're seeing a lot of red flags. And the last time you dealt with a person or a situation that kind of felt like this, the person ended up being a toxic, no good, game playing piece of shit. So you're kind of hanging back like, whoa, let me observe this. What's this person's intentions though What are their intentions? I mean, they do have some self-confidence and low self-esteem issues, but I think they really want to be with you, though. They just have a lot of low self-confidence issues, and they're trying to overcompensate for that. I don't think it's really coming from a bad place. It's coming from a place of low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem, and trying to overcompensate for their insecurities is where it's coming from. What's the advice? What is the advice? Well, first of all, you need to make a solid decision. One way or the other. We're either doing this or we're not. Now, for those of you who choose to acquiesce to seeing what this person's all about, first start off by setting boundaries. Nothing crazy and outlandish, just some normal, common sense, common human decency boundaries. And see if this person respects those boundaries. And work on communication. Communication. I think communication is the key to the two of you connecting at the deepest level. Once y'all are communicating psychologically, all the rest of those doors will unlock that will allow you all to connect at the deepest level. So also don't let a new relationship distract you from any healing that needs to be done from any past heartbreak. And make sure there is equal give and take between the two of you. Don't do too much, don't take too much. And I think this could end up being pretty successful as long as you play your cards right throughout the first month to 2 months, energetically. All right, Gemini. 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 What's going on with the person Gemini is dealing with? What's the problem? What's the issue? Ooh, Temperance. So some of you may suspect that this person's taking advantage of you. Some of you just suspect it. Others of you may have rock solid evidence. You feel a really unusually strong connection with this person. And for some of you, I kind of think you are starting to feel like you wish you didn't. There's some trust issues here. I don't know who has the trust issues, but suspected third party on somebody's end. You're waiting very patiently to see if things will take a turn for the best here, but you are starting to develop a bit of a negative outlook on this situation. Starting to kind of lose hope. For those of you in a situation where there's not communication, there will be. There's a lot of potential for success here. There's a whole lot. A whole lot. But communication is going to be inconsistent. I think that's probably the only thing really holding you all back. Now, I'm not saying that's the only problem you have, but that's the main source of the majority of the problems is shitty, inconsistent communication. Well, what's coming in for the singles? What's coming in for single Geminis? Oh, King of Wands reversed. Oh, yeah, you're wanting to take this real slow. This person may be kind of love bombing. They may come on real strong, and you want to make sure they're not a player. So far, it doesn't look like it. But you're hyper aware that one wrong move and you could completely waste your time. So you're not really letting yourself get really emotionally involved in the very beginning. But I think, yeah, this person just kind of wants to jump headfirst into this. And the last time you dealt with a situation like that, it came crashing down. So you're trying to go about this the smart way. But so far, it doesn't really look like this person is coming from a bad place. It really doesn't. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Let's get the advice. What is the advice for Gemini? Ooh, 9 of Swords. Okay. I would dedicate no less than the first month to finding out for sure exactly where you stand with this person. When I say find out, that doesn't mean get a tarot reading. You're welcome to get a tarot reading if you want. I'm just saying that's not what I mean by find out. I mean, you find out on an energetic level. If within the first month you're still a little bit confused about where you stand with this person, we need to have a conversation. You need to express your concerns and see if this person puts forth any effort to alleviate your concerns. If they put forth no effort whatsoever to alleviate your concerns, you might want to seriously consider whether or not this is somebody you want in your life. Okay? All right, Cancer. Cancer. Boom, boom. Cancerians. Let's see what's happening between Cancer and the person they're dealing with. What's happening? Ooh, you feel like this situation's very unfair, like maybe you're being treated very unfairly. Some of you may possibly be being accused of some shit you didn't do, maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking some of you are being accused of some shit you didn't do. Now, if you did do what you're being accused of, this is not for you. But yeah, I'm thinking there's some serious trust issues here. You're either being accused of something you didn't do, or if the person isn't straight out and out accusing you, I do think that they don't trust you for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe if you did something that would make them question your loyalty, or if they're just broken, paranoid, and insecure. They do want to be with you, though. They just don't know if they can trust you. They've been stabbed in the back in the past. I don't know if you did that to them or if somebody else did, but they haven't healed from it. I think they highly suspect a third party. And you are contemplating whether or not this is just going to come crashing and burning. I think you're contemplating maybe exploring other options. So, all right, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in for the single Cancerians? What is coming in for the singles? Ooh, whoever's coming in next is somebody you're going to fall for real quick. You're going to fall for them real quick. I don't know. It feels like this, for some of you, this person is somebody who's very, very, very financially independent, possibly even very financially well off, and possibly has lots of options available to them. So you may be a little bit nervous. You may be wondering, you may be afraid of being rejected, abandoned, or ghosted. This person could be like a business owner, you know, or be very like high up at a company somewhere, 10 of Pentacles, Emperor, you know, maybe in management, something like that. And you're worried because this person is the type, at least in your mind, that should have no problem being able to get anybody that they want. So you're wondering, man, well, why would you choose me? So far, I'm not seeing any reason to believe that they would do you like that, but let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out for the first month. How's it playing out for the first month? Yeah, you're not really opening up all the way. Turning into kind of a superficial connection. 10 of Pentacles again. You're very patiently, you're being very patient with this situation. You're not walking away, they're not walking away, but you all are not connecting at a really deep emotional level at all, at all. Like, I don't see anything here that indicates a deep emotional connection. What's the advice? What is the advice? You got to work on that deep emotional connection. Got to do that. If not, it's kind of a ticking time bomb. You know, I mean, there's a time frame for everything, but just feel the energy out. Once the tension starts building, that's when it's a ticking time bomb. Once you feel the slightest little bit of tension building, it's going to continue building until it explodes between the two of you. And that could, best case scenario, seriously offset the trajectory of your path and make things much more difficult. Worst case scenario could come crashing and burning. All right, Leo. Let's see what's happening between Leo and the person they're dealing with. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh. I think you're willing to work on this, and maybe you've tried working on this, but it just seems like no matter how hard you work on this, no matter what you do, no matter what you try to do, you have a really, really, really strong feeling that this is going to be over. Like, if this is somebody that you are currently like dealing with in your life, you have a real strong feeling that any day it's going to come crashing down. If this is something that already came to an end, you are really losing hope that this would ever end up being reconciled. I am seeing communication. I'm seeing communication in an attempt to work this out, but it looks like you do not have very high hopes that it's going to be a successful attempt at working this out. You're pretty much starting to lose hope, and you're feeling like it's either coming to an end or it's just over. I think you've tried everything that you can think to try to fix on and work on this situation, and it just seems like it's to no avail. All right. Well, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What is coming in for the singles? What's coming in for the singles? For the singles. Boom, boom. The next person coming in is very fiercely independent. Somebody you're probably going to fall for very quickly. Very, very quickly. One of the first things that you notice about this person is that you feel not only a really, really strong, heavy, insanely intense connection with this person, but also a very calm sense of relaxation when you're around them too. But just like everybody else, it looks like you're still thinking back to the past and comparing this person to the last toxic relationship that you were in the past. Especially if this turns out, if it starts off like really highly sexual. You feel like you've known this person your whole life, and that's because you have. Because you and this person have had many, many lifetimes together in which you have played very close personal roles in each other's lives in previous lifetimes. But there's a part of you that's telling you this is your fucking person. There's another part of you saying, don't be stupid, don't fall for that again. And you're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So let's get the advice. What is the advice? I mean, you got to go all in. Go all in. Okay. Don't compare this person to the past. This is tricky, okay? This is hard. I'm still working on this. Don't look into the future through the lens of the past. But know when it's appropriate to reach back in the past and grab some wisdom and use it on your path moving forward. There's a difference there. There's a big difference between living in the past, dwelling on the past, comparing everything in your future to the past, right? There's a difference between that and every now and then just reaching back in the past and grabbing some wisdom and integrating it, right? So I think you're pretty much safe to let your guard down and be vulnerable with this person. Yeah. Make sure you're cultivating a genuine friendship with this person. Don't let the crazy, intense emotions in the beginning pull the wool over your eyes and distract you from forming a genuine friendship. Stand tall in your emotional independence and your emotional integrity, okay? It is not your job to make that person happy. It's not that person's job to make you happy. Your emotions are your responsibility. Their emotions are their responsibility. We need two emotionally independent people to come together and be there for each other, to support each other. Okay, there's a difference between being there to support each other and depending on each other as our only source of happiness, right? There's a lot of potential with this situation. A whole lot. A whole lot. I think it'll turn out for the best. At least that's the path it's on in the beginning. As long as you stay on that path and mind the energy, it should turn out pretty successful. All right, Virgo. Virgo. What's going on between Virgo and the person they're dealing with? Man, the Ten of Wands. So whatever this situation is you're connected to, it's just weighing you down. It's nothing but a burden. It's weighing you down, slowing you down, kind of starting to feel like it's holding you back. And it could be getting to the point where it's affecting other areas of your life. And people are starting to notice. I don't know if anybody has approached you, but people are kind of noticing, man, what's going on with Virgo? Like people at the workplace and whatnot can kind of tell that you're going through something, that something is bothering you. You may think you're hiding it very well, but people can kind of start to tell. Yeah, some of you dealing with a Pisces. Man, good God. 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Some of you, there was straight up infidelity, or you highly suspect infidelity. You don't really trust this person at all. You're doing the best you can to keep things to yourself and try to just suffer in silence when it comes to this, but people can tell that something's bothering you. But I'm still not really seeing whether or not a solid decision is being made with this situation here. If you're dealing with somebody in which there is no communication, I think there will be communication. It's just hard to say whether or not it's going to be consistent communication. I'm thinking that there is going to be an attempt to work this situation out. There is going to be an attempt at a new start in love between you and this person. Whew, we got to get this energy in check here, though, and we got to get the trust issues in check. If them trust issues ain't in check and you don't release the burden of the vibrational baggage you've been carrying, it's only a matter of time before it comes crashing down. What's coming in next for the singles? What is coming in for the singles? For the singles. Boom, boom. Ooh. Open door of opportunity. This is going to be a very divine connection. This is going to be a situation which you and this person come together in such a weird, crazy way that it's going to be oh so obvious that the universe brought you and this person together. You know, I can't really come up with an analogy off the top of my head, but it is going to be one of those situations. It's like, whoa. There's no way that was a coincidence. There's no way I could have made that happen in a million years. I know the universe brought this person into my life. Uh-oh. Might be a little bit of drama in the beginning too, though. What's that all about? All that good shit, and then maybe, you know what that is? Somebody sees it and is jealous. And maybe somebody's going to try to bring some drama into your situation. Okay. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Okay. Now, first of all, don't put up with no childish drama or unnecessary fuckery. But this is tricky. This is hard. Trust me, I'm still working on this. But do the best that you can to try to go into this situation with as few expectations as possible. Like, try to see if you can hold that balance. Hold that balance of, if it works, cool. If it don't, it don't. It is what it is. See if you can hold that balance. See how long you can hold that balance. Now, there is quantum physics behind the energy of holding that balance and how that will carve out a very positive energetic pathway. I normally say that for my personal clients if it fits the reading. But even if I was going to tell you, I would not have time in this video to break that down. That's about a 15-20 minute lecture explaining that science. But see if you can hold that. I think if you can hold that balance with as few expectations as possible, this could turn out to be something that exceeds your expectations beyond anything you ever dreamed possible. But you're teetering on a very fine line because you don't want to let this energy jump in the driver's seat and start making decisions for you. Try to hold that balance. All right, Libra. What is going on between Libra and the person they are dealing with? Libra and the person they're dealing with. What is going on with Libra and the person they're dealing with? Ooh, this feels like past energy here. This feels like somebody from your past that has unfinished business and unanswered questions, doing things to try to get your attention. They weren't really able to successfully replace you. If they left you for somebody else, it fell through. I think they're contemplating seeing whether or not they could come forward and throw a pity party and get you to feel sorry for them because they trying to get laid. Feels to me like this person wants to come forward and emotionally manipulate you with the King of Cups reversed, Five of Pentacles. Throwing a pity party. Boo-hoo, poor pitiful me. You know, King of Wands reversed, Devil card. You know this person's a toxic player. You know they're a toxic player, and no, they have not changed. No, they have not learned their lesson. No, they do not regret what they did. No, they're not going to come apologize for what they did. If they come apologize, it's not because they're sorry for what they did. If they come apologize, it's to manipulate you. So I have a feeling that there's a real strong chance this person's going to come back. A real strong chance. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Could be a water sign. I also have Leo here. All right, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in for the singles? For the singles. Boom, boom. Okay, so the next person coming in could be an earth sign for some of you, but they want to kind of take things slow. They put you up on kind of a pedestal too. They may kind of feel like you're a little bit out of their league, and that may be a little bit annoying. But they are emotionally independent though. You know, they're not afraid of being alone. They're not desperate. They're not clingy. They're not needy. For some of you, they're very financially well off, but they may think that you're a little bit out of their league. Yeah. You feel an insanely intense connection with this person. Some of you may be blown away like you've had dreams about this person before you met them. Either way, this person looks very familiar to you. You feel like you've known them your whole life, and it's because you have. I think you and this person do have unfinished business from a previous lifetime. So that feeling of feeling like you've known somebody your whole life, somebody looking familiar and you've never met them before, or having dreams about them before you met them, that is soul recognition. That is your soul remembering what you planned before you got here. Okay? That's just your soul's memory of everything that you had planned before you incarnated. There's nothing weird about that. There's nothing abnormal. There's nothing unique about that. That kind of shit happens all the time. Okay? So don't shit your pants over that. Okay? It just means that you all definitely have a soul contract. All right, let's get the advice. What's the advice? Okay. Be sure you are still focusing on your healing that needs to be done from the past so you don't accidentally bleed on somebody that didn't cut you. Be sure you work on cultivating a solid friendship with this person. Monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency. Your reality is responding to you in ways that you may not be aware of. Be sure you are making logical, rational, reasonable decisions. Stand strong in your emotional independence and your emotional integrity. Do not expect this person to be your only source of happiness. Do not let them expect you to be their only source of happiness. It is not your job to make this person feel a certain way, and it's not their job to make you feel a certain way. A successful relationship isn't two people who come together and vampirically try to suck love from each other, okay? A successful relationship is two happy, whole, fulfilled, complete individuals who come together to share what they have with each other so that they can build together. So when two people come together who are emotionally codependent, empty, needy, and wanting to receive love, that's like two leeches latching onto each other, just sucking the blood out of each other. You know, it doesn't go anywhere. It just ends up, it crashes and burns. So if you can just work on those few things, man, you and this person can have something fucking amazing, dude. Something that far surpasses your expectations beyond anything you imagine possible. Scorpio. What is happening between Scorpio and the person that they are dealing with? Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. Some of you are dealing with a very, very narrow-minded, fixed stubborn individual that refuses to see things from any perspective other than their own. They may not even have the ability to see perspectives other than their own, right? So, I'm thinking that the person that you're dealing with is just a very, very lost, unorganized, confused ass person that does not know where the hell they're going in life. They do not know what they want in life. But I do see an attempted new start between the two of you. I do see a relationship being attempted. I feel like the two of you are trying to put the past in the past and work this out and come together and make this work. But with the karmic wheel in the reverse here, if the two of you aren't really genuinely working on your own energetic work within yourselves, it'll be a repeat cycle. The cycle will keep repeating itself. But at least I see you all attempting to work this out. Yep, King, Queen of Cups reversed. Upright, King, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But, whoops, damn it, I dropped it. Oh, karmic wheel reversed. So be sure, the only thing you can do as an individual is work on your own energy. Can't make them do that for themselves, but you can be the bigger person and go first, you know? All right, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in for the single Scorpios? What is coming in for single Scorpios? Boom, 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 boom. Man, what in the world? Oh, some of y'all are going to face an attempted reconciliation with an ex. Yeah. I feel like somebody from the past is going to try to come back and attempt reconciliation. Yup. I'm really honestly feeling like the universe is bringing this person back to you to give you a chance to close this out and release it so the next person can come in. But it doesn't look like that's what's happening. It's looking like they're coming back to try to attempt reconciliation and breathe life back into a dead rose. But boom, boom, they're coming back on their same old bullshit, on their same old emotionally immature gameplay and ass shit, popping off into drama in fucking no time, and you're moving on from this. Could be a Cancer for some of you. I also have, could be a fellow Scorpio here. You and this person are still karmically tied. Oh, damn. Okie dokie. Some of you could have kids with this person, possibly. Could be a Taurus for some of you. What's the advice? What is the advice for Scorpio? What's the advice? Well, that's hard advice to give, okay? Because like I said, I can tell you that this isn't somebody you should be messing with, but you need to know that yourself. If you don't understand why you shouldn't be with this person, you're better off not blindly taking my advice just because you trust me. Some of you need to go through a repeat cycle with this person so they can show you that, nope, they haven't changed. Yep, this is what it's going to be. Every time you play the same game, you're going to keep winning the same prize. So for those of you who know that the person that you were with is not somebody you need to be with, I'm going to tell you right now, no, they have not changed. I can tell you that, right? I can tell you that it's in your best interest to walk away from this situation and, abandon this and not attempt reconciliation. But it's very important that you understand why. So for those of you who do understand who this person is, yeah, don't do it. For those of you who still kind of are holding on to hope that there might be a chance, go for it. Go for it. And when they show you that the same thing is going to happen every time you let them come back into your life, learn when to draw the line. All right, Sagittarius. What is happening between Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with? What's happening between the Saggies and the person they're dealing with? The two of you do not make a very good team. Okay, ooh, Death card reversed. Ah, okay. Well, this kind of feels like something that you just can't let go of. Some of you, this is an on and off situation. This has on and off written all over it. I know that's not all of you though, but yeah, for some of you, just feels like something you just can't seem to let go of. There's a part of you telling you that this came to an end a long time ago, but for some reason you just can't make yourself walk away from this. For some of you, there's a third party in the mix or a suspected third party. You don't know what the right decision to make is here. Ooh, Two of Cups reversed though, yeah. This has on and off written all over it. It also has third party situation written all over it too. It also has unrequited love written all over it too, and it has emotional manipulation written all over it. And it has childish drama written all over it. Damn, Sagittarius, what are you dealing with, bro? Some of you are dealing with an Aries. I also have Libra, Scorpio, and that's it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Holy shit sticks, Batman. Fucking hey. God damn. All right. Well, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What is coming in for the single Saggy-Waggy? What is coming in for the single Sagittarians? Boom, boom. Single Saggies. Boom, boom, boom. The single Saggies. Boom, boom. Ooh, this is coming in quick. This is coming in quick. This is gonna slap you upside the head so unexpectedly and turn your fucking world upside down. You know, you're gonna be living a totally different life from one day to the next with this next person coming in. All right, this person is I don't know if they're emotionally closed off or if they just don't really know how to express their emotions. You're immediately thinking back to the last person you dealt with like this. I'm not seeing any drama though. Not seeing any drama. I'm not seeing any hesitancy here. But I am seeing that there is a part of you, as fast as this is moving, at the same time, you're still watching out for red flags. So, okay. All right, you're definitely making sure you're going through the precautions to make sure you don't repeat a past toxic cycle. What's the advice? What is the advice? Ooh, 10 of Wands. I don't know what this means, but do not take on burdens that aren't yours to take on. Unless one of two things. You do it with no expectations and you're in the position to do it. If you're not in the position to take on a burden, it does not make you a bad person to say no. If you have expectations, don't take on a burden that's not yours to take on. I cannot scroll fucking Facebook without seeing at least one person bitching and complaining and whining and boo-hooing because I do everything for everybody, and when I need something, nobody is there to be found. Why is it that I'm always doing everything for everybody? That means you got expectations. You telling on yourself. You telling on yourself. If I do something for you, let me tell you a little something. I refuse to loan people money. I will never loan you money. If I give you money, it's yours. I don't want it back. It's yours. You keep it. You need $100 for gas? Here, take it. It's yours. I don't need it. Don't do things for others with the expectation of receiving a reward in return. If you're going to do something for somebody, do it because that's who you are. I'm helping you because I'm a helpful person. Not because you're going to owe me later. Not because like, oh, okay, yeah, I did this for you. Shit. Now when I need a favor, I know you got me. No. That's manipulation. That's manipulation. I don't know why the fuck that advice came through for this situation. Hopefully that makes sense later on down the line with this person. That seems random as fuck, but well, that's what came through. That's what came through, so okay. All right, who was that, Sagittarius? All right, Capricorn. Let's see what is happening between Capricorn and the person they be dealing with. What is happening? Boom, boom. Capricorn. Boom, boom. Capricorn and the person they be dealing with. Okay, so hang on. All right, somebody from the past is trying to forget about you. Yeah, this is a past person. Yep, past energy written all over this. Deep down inside, they do love you and want to be with you, but they have zero hope whatsoever in the idea that that would ever end up happening. So they're not waiting around on you anymore, and they're basically doing everything they can to try to delete you from their memory. They really want you to think that they've gotten over this. And I mean, I guess in some sense they have a little bit. But they are really seriously doing everything they can to try to completely delete you from their memory. But this tells me they want to reconcile deep down. This has reconciliation written all over it. All over it. But, yeah, they have no hope in that. They want to, though. Their life consists of trying to distract themselves from wanting to be with you. So, yeah, they're just pretending to be happy. Faking happiness, especially on social media. They feel like a failure. They feel like it was all their fault. And this person really does not want to be alone. Could be a Virgo for some of you. Also have Sagittarius here. All right, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in for the single Capricorns? What's coming in for the singles? So you could meet somebody while you're out with friends, possibly. Or it could be somebody within your friend group. You're not trying to jump head first into this. Could be an Aries for some of you. This is going to be mainly a communication-based connection for the first couple of weeks while you very patiently wait to see where this situation is going. But it won't take longer than a month and a half before you realize that there is massive potential for long-term commitment. And for those of you who are at the age where having children is on the table as a possibility, I could really strongly see that as a possibility with this situation as well. I know that's not everybody. This person is fiercely, fiercely independent. And that's one thing that you like, because they don't seem desperate. You can tell they're not playing games because they're not afraid of being alone. Why would a person who's not afraid of being alone play fucking games? They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Why would a person who don't need you play fucking games? They wouldn't. They wouldn't. All right. Looks pretty solid. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. No drama. No drama. Pick and choose your battles very wisely. Don't bring drama to the table. Don't let them bring no drama to the table. Drama, chaos, arguments, bitching, and fighting isn't going to solve anything. By the time something turns into pure chaos, see, there's a difference between like having a healthy disagreement and drama and chaos. So if you even catch the first whiff of drama or chaos, step back. Step back. And I'm not just talking about here within this situation. I'm talking about just generally. Don't let anybody bring any drama into this situation. If you have a friend or a family member who does not approve of your relationship, well, they can fuck off now, can't they? So also be sure you are focusing primarily on communication with this person. Communication, communication, communication. Shut out any other potential love interests. If you go into a connection with a person with a bunch of other backup plans, I promise you it'll fail. I promise you. Do you believe that when the universe finally does bring you the person it picked out for you, that you will even be thinking about anybody else? Do you believe that when the universe brings you your divine partner, you'll be wondering whether or not it's them or someone else? I promise you won't. I'm not saying that you will know that they are the one. I don't subscribe to that. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I'll tell you what you will know. You will know how that person feels about you. You will know what that person's intentions are. You will know for a fact that you can trust them. And you will know that you don't give two diddly dog shits about any fucking body else. Those are 4 things that you will know. Also, stand tall and strong in your emotional independence and your emotional integrity. Do not expect this person to create your happiness for you, and do not let them try to make you think it's your responsibility to create their happiness for them. All right, Aquarius. 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 Boom, boom. What's going on between Aquarius and the person they are dealing with? Ooh, this is something you're about to just completely drop altogether, aren't you? I don't know if you want to drop this or not, but you're really starting to think that, man, this is just not worth it. It's best to just drop this. But I'm thinking a lot of you know that. There's a part of you that knows that, but there's another part of you that's having a hard time doing that. Kangen water, boy. Can't get enough of that shit. All right. Some of you might be dealing with an earth sign. Yeah, Yeah, I think that you're coming to the conclusion that it's best that you just move on from this. Yeah. You're having a hard time doing that, though. You're having a real hard time doing that. I think you're going through the motions of it. Yeah, see, you're going through the motions of it. So basically, you're walking away with your feet. And as far as anybody else is concerned, it looks like you're dropping this. It looks like you're walking away from this. But it don't matter if you hop on a plane, fly 1,000 miles away, buy a new house, start a whole new life. You are still very tightly, energetically tied to this person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm thinking that you're moving on from this person and getting with another person. This person's just too toxic. They're too unreliable. They're too inconsistent. They're not a good communicator. For some of you, they could have some addiction, alcoholism problems, a lot of emotional manipulation. This person's always playing the victim. And as hard as it is for you to do, I think you're just making the decision to drop this and move on from it altogether, even though you don't want to. But boy, you got blessings waiting for you on the horizon. There's a part of you that's telling you that you need to do what needs to be done no matter how bad it sucks, because you know that as soon as you release what's not for your highest good, that's when the universe can bless the fuck out of you, bro. So, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in for the single Aquarians? What's coming in for the single Aquarians? The single Sun card reversed. Could be a Leo for some of you. So this person kind of seems like a bit of a Debbie Downer, honestly. Yeah, a little bit emotionally closed off. See, by the time you and this person connect, I think you're going to be connecting with somebody that you never would have suspected connecting with. Some of you may already know this person, but I don't think it's a person that you have your eye on. So if you're wondering whether or not it's the person on your mind, I don't think so. I don't think so. It could be somebody in your friend group. Could be somebody at the workplace. For a lot of you, I think it's somebody that you know, you're aware of their existence, but you never thought of them in that way. So yeah. And I don't even know, honestly, I think you're struggling with trying to figure out whether or not you're even into this person. Could be an Aries for some of you. Also have Leo and Taurus here. Yeah, you're struggling emotionally trying to figure out if you're even feeling it. I do think y'all have a soul contract, though. I think you do at least have some karma to work out. At least. All right, let's see the advice. What's the advice? Boom. Well, I tell you what. I'm not going to say jump in and do something that you're not feeling, but at least give it a little bit of a chance. That's just advice. You don't have to. Take it or leave it, but at least give it a little bit of a chance. Try to delete your expectations. Try to take everything you thought you knew about this person and just delete it and just see where it goes, right? We're going to agree to be exclusively talking, if that's a thing. Is exclusively talking a thing? We're exclusively talking, and we're going to see. I'd give it a month. Give it a month and let it be known. I'm not saying that you would, but make sure you're not leading this person on. Let it be known. I'm not talking to nobody but you. Okay, so it's not like I got a DM full of other people. We're going to see where this goes. We're going to see if we vibing. But there's nothing promised here. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. I'm open to seeing. I ain't talking to nobody but you. And we're just going to see if we vibing like that. Because like I said, I think a lot of you know this person. Maybe some of you may not. But I think those of you, even those of you who don't know this person, still know of this person. Like, you know, the person that works in the same building as you, but they're all the way over in a different department and you've never even really talked to them. You know who they are, but that's about it. And now, if that doesn't sound good, if you don't want to do that, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. Then just don't do it. Don't be afraid to walk away from something that doesn't feel right, you know? But also, don't be afraid to give something a chance as long as you're going about it with a sense of energetic awareness and energetic intelligence. All right, Pisces. Pisces. Let's see what's crappening between Pisces and the person they're dealing with. What's happening with Pisces and the person they dealing with? Boom, boom, that's you, boo-boo. That's all you, boo-boo. Hang on, let me see what that's all about. Got that Pisces card jump out first thing. Okay. So, a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets being kept in this situation right here. You are very convinced that this person is your actual person. You're convinced of it without a shred of doubt in your mind. But it seems like there's just so many secrets being kept. There's so much emotional manipulation going on in this situation. So many mind games being played. Oh, man, it just seems like you're dealing with... it seems like you're dealing with a very, 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 very toxic, manipulative, I would even go as far as to say narcissistic individual. You all know I like to shy away from that word. Now, I got another little side story here. Some of you only feel like this person is your actual person because this person has successfully manipulated you into believing that. But there's a part of you deep, deep, deep down that questions whether or not this person is your person. But you're dealing with somebody that is so fucking manipulative that they got you believing that you're their person, but there's another part of you that thinks that they're not. And you got this battle, this connection, whether it's a current person, past person, potential new person, whatever the case may be, is not serving your highest good. Not serving your highest good at all. You are a mess as a direct result of this person. This person's fucking your brain up, dude. This person is straight up fucking your brain up. For some of you, it could be like financial codependency. Like maybe they're not leaving because they couldn't afford it financially, or maybe you're not leaving because you couldn't afford it financially. Very surface level connection. But I think there's a part of you deep, 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 deep down that knows that this connection is slowly dying. Actually, I think this connection is dead. I think it died a long time ago. Died a long, long time ago. If this hasn't come to an end yet, it was supposed to a long time ago. But there's a lot of truths and facts that you either are not seeing or that you don't want to see. Some of you dealing with a Scorpio. I also have Pisces. Could be a fellow Pisces. Could be a Leo. I also have Taurus and Aries here. Okay. Well, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in? Oh, the singles. Woo, this is a whole new cycle. Whole new cycle. So the next connection that you find yourself in is going to be so unlike any connection you have ever dealt with before. This is going to be a person that's unlike anybody you've ever dealt with before. You are unlike anybody they have dealt with before. So it's, I don't want to say outside of your comfort zone, but it's very unfamiliar. Just the whole dynamic of this connection is very, it's uncharted territory. So you are concerned because the ego loves to be in control. The ego loves to feel like it has a sense of foresight. The ego loves to know what's coming, any potential obstacles, how to overcome them, you know, wants to be able to come up with backup plans if this goes wrong and backup plans if that goes wrong. And when you're in a situation that's unfamiliar to anything you've ever dealt with before, the ego goes haywire. And what does it do? It immediately defaults to the worst case scenario. It's hardwired to do that to keep you safe. So you're a little bit afraid of the worst case scenario in this particular situation right here. This person may be a little bit cold, distant, closed off, detached. You're not 100% sure if this is something you should commit to. Now, so far, I'm not seeing any evidence coming through to substantiate your concerns. Now, I'm not saying that your concerns are legitimate or not. I'm just saying that so far, no evidence to substantiate your concerns are coming through here. So let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Advice says for Pisces. How many OG followers are watching right now? Doesn't that take you back to good old 2019? Every time I say that, I see myself sitting in the living room of that little apartment I was in Phoenix, Arizona. Y'all remember that? I got the OG followers. You remember when I was in like Phoenix for a few months there, and it was like this brand new apartment. We didn't have like hardly any furniture. And at one point I'm sitting there, I had like this outdoor patio set that I brought inside because it was so fucking hot outside there in Arizona, and I brought it inside and was sitting there in the middle of the damn living room. Dark times in my life. Anyway, every time I say advice is for Pisces, I go back there. I had real long ass greasy hair. Y'all remember that? Go to the YouTube search bar and type in Rich Lop Pisces February 2019. I dare you. Rich Lop Pisces, February 2019. You're gonna laugh. I look totally different, dude. I was a completely different person. Okay, all right, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm telling you, go look it up, though. You'll laugh your ass off. All right, well, don't end this out of fear, Pisces. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told 2 other signs back there. And when I give this advice, make no mistake, I don't mean to make it sound like this is easy advice to take, okay? All the advice that I give is advice that I take in my daily life, and I'm still working on this shit. My manifestation path began when I lived in a homeless shelter. I've manifested my wildest dreams 10 times over. I'm still fucking doing it. And I'm still working on these things. This is tricky advice. It's not easy. Nothing pisses me off more than these fake spiritual public figures that make this advice sound like it's easy, like a easy breezy walk through the park. It ain't easy, but do the best that you can to try to delete your expectations. Do the best that you can to try to hold a neutral, mutual balance of if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It is what it is. I'm cool either way. See if you can hold that. That's not just a good idea to keep you emotionally leveled out, but there is science and quantum physics behind why holding that vibration would carve out a very smooth, energetic pathway for you. I usually save that information for my personal clients as long as it fits into the reading. But even if I was going to break the science down in a video on my main channel here, I would not have the time in this video. That would take me at least another 20, maybe even 25 minutes to break all that down and explain it. So try to see if you can hold a neutral, balanced vibration of if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Try to go into it with as few expectations as possible and stand very, very, very tall and very strong in your emotional independence and your emotional integrity, okay? And the two of you could end up in a relationship that surpasses anything that you've ever imagined in your wildest dreams. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear for the weekend. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Don't forget, my full personal readings are half price all September long to commemorate my 6 years reading tarot on YouTube. And for those of you interested, I did start a new YouTube channel dedicated to nothing but music and guitars. For those of you who didn't hear me talking about it, I am a guitar player. I've been a guitar player since I was 9 years old, and I've just very recently picked the guitar back up again for the first time in several years. And I've decided to make a new little YouTube channel. So far, it's just something for fun. I've got a few videos on there, a couple silly little tutorials and whatnot. I don't know what direction I'm taking it in. I don't know if it's going to be a tutorial channel or maybe a guitar review channel or what. I don't know. I have no clue. That's one of those things that I'm just going to see where it wants to go naturally, and I'm just going to go with what's fun. So for those of you interested, go to the search bar and type in Rich Lops Music Channel. Then click Filters and then Channel, and it'll pop up. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here now. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.